find out what you can buy. Now, when you find out what you can buy a single family house, or even a 1 to 4 units. I always talk about 2 family houses, right? So I love, and here there's a lot of single families. But whether it's a single family house or a duplex, a 2 family, you can buy both of these 3.5% down FHA, or conventional mortgage, or whatever you find out. But I'm just saying these are 2 routes you can buy these houses. Now, here's the strategic plan. Whether you buy a single family or 2 family, what your plan has to be is monopoly. This does not have to be your dream home at all. Remember, it's strategic. You want to be a real estate investor, you want to be the next Trump, you want to be the next Mr.RealEstate, you want to get bread, you want to feed your family, you want to pass down a legacy. So, our strategic plan, this is 1. 1, get pre-qualified. After this, you get a realtor, and a realtor will help you find your house within your pre-qualified range, right? Unless you see one on your own. You can find a house on your own without a realtor. Now, if you're the buyer looking for a house, everybody, just so you know, if you're looking for a house and you're the buyer, you do not pay the realtor. This is 99.9% of the time. The seller pays the realtor. So don't think, oh, I ain't got no money to pay a realtor to look for a house. You don't even got to pay the realtor to look for a house. They get paid on commission from the seller when it sells. So you find a realtor, you go to number 2. You find you a house that's comfortable for you and your family, that you can live in, owner occupied. When you purchase a house as owner occupied, that means you're the owner, you're gonna occupy it, you're gonna live there. When you do that, the banks feel more comfortable with you because they say, as an investor, you lose your job, you're probably not gonna pay that investment property off first. But as an owner occupant, if you lose your job, you're definitely going to try to pay off where you live first. So banks give you better rates and better down payments for being an owner-occupied borrower, right? So we call it owner-occ. So you get your best rate and your best down payment buying your first house owner-occupied, living there. But there's no real hard guidelines for how long you have to live here. So as you do this, you can already set your eyes on your next strategic move up the ladder. Now, so then you're gonna go to, you know what? I'm gonna try to buy a better house in a better neighborhood, or another house that's a little more room, or whatever it is that you like about it, and then you get house number 2. Whether it's single family or 2 family. Doesn't make a difference. I believe in property managers. I managed my properties my first 3 years investing, and then after that, I stopped. Like, I had my boys helping me manage them, and my accounts start dipping down, and I'm like, you know what? I'd rather pay a property manager the 5% they want a month, the 10% they want a month to manage my properties, and I don't gotta think about it. So I believe in property managers, good property managers, mind you, not just any property manager. They all ain't good. But I believe in good property managers to screen my tenants, to fill my vacancies, and to make my repairs. That kills the headache of being a landlord. That's the other excuse we all use. I don't want a landlord, I don't want to deal with no tenants. I don't want to deal with Section 8. I don't want nobody call me in the middle of the night. You don't want nobody calling you in the middle of the night to be a landlord so that you can get rich and cash out in 10 years to $300,000, but you don't mind being a person that's the renter, getting the other guy rich, calling him at night. I'd rather just rent and call this guy and pay him $700 a month that I'd never see again, that his kids can eat off of. Backwards. Because what happens with real estate, even though you see markets go up and down and they crash, real estate always goes up in value. So if you buy and you hold on, here's the 3 big things you get from owning properties, having a large portfolio. 1, you get the residual rental income, right? That's your cash flow. That's your financial freedom. That money can pay for your cars. That can pay for your Benz. That can pay for your vacations. That can pay for the life you want to live. 2, you get extra tax advantages, tax breaks from each of these properties. Your good accountant that you got on your team, I told you to, that accountant will show you how to get tax breaks and tax write-offs for all these properties, which will help your income. And then 3, in every single one of these properties, because you purchased them the right way, how I told you, evaluating the deals, every one of these properties will gain equity over the years. So if you had 10 of these properties, 7 of these properties, and you just shadow them. You got a tax breaks, you're counting your tax breaks every year. You have your rental income coming in, you're chilling, you're stacking your rental income. 10 years from now, you bought each of these for 40. 10 years from now, they're all worth 100. So you got 4 properties, they got 60,000 each in them. What is that? 240. So the house you lived in, so you gotta live somewhere anyway. So you're getting tax write-offs for all these properties, you're getting rental income, you're living for free from your rental income, and then you get to cash out to $250,000? That's what we're talking about. That's monopoly. That's real estate. That's what all these other people out here are doing and been doing for the last, since we've been here in America.